my YouTube channel, #moviebae. I am moviebae, and in this video, I'm going to be recapping and reviewing episode 2 of Baddies South. But before I get too into it, though, I want y'all to drop down and hit the subscribe button. Thank you, because here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentaries to movies and television, and if that is the type of content that you find yourself looking for, you might as well hit the subscribe button. And along the way, if you agree with what I'm saying or if you enjoy my commentary, don't forget to smash that like button as well. Puts me in the algorithm, you guys, okay? Like, subscribe, like, support Black businesses. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this episode. It starts off where the last episode left off with Sway and Rock fighting, right? We all know Sway, everybody saying she got washed up in the sink like chicken and dishes, okay? I don't know where chicken and dishes come from. Yeah, I do. I understand the reference. But like, everybody is on Sway's head about that, right? Me personally, like I said last episode, I have a farmhouse sink. It's hard to get up out that sink. It is. But Sway should have, the moment that conversation came up, she should have stood up, okay? Now, I understand, like, especially if you rock or to anybody, the moment somebody stands up, it's like, oh, well, what you trying to do? I'm really just trying to get on level playing field, baby, just in case, you know what I'm saying? So Sway could have still kept it grown woman, because she did say she wanted to have a conversation about it. Like, she thought she was going to be able to handle it like a grown woman would, but obviously Rock not on that time. So you could have still stood up to be prepared in case that grown woman conversation wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. So we all know she get washed. They going back and forth now. Now Sway, she didn't get Rock with her licks, but she got her with them words. You're not gonna beat an older girl. Like, you're not gonna beat an older woman with that mouth, because that's what we do. Like, we pops that shit, okay? So she basically telling Rock, like, bitch, you're an embarrassment. Like, you known for being embarrassed by your nigga. Like, she was going in on Rock. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. I was just shaking my head like, yup, basically, yup. And, you know, that'll get to any girl, because we all do dumb things for niggas. Like, we all do. So the moment that somebody throws that up in their face, it's like, yeah, alright, bitch. Like, literally, yeah, alright. So then, you know, Rock is kind of like few words, you know what I'm saying? Everybody keeps saying like, oh, well, Rock, she don't talk much. She don't talk much, but at the same time, you couldn't say shit because what Sway was saying was not wrong. So then Sway ends up, while she's still popping her shit, she was like, you a pussy, everybody gonna look at you and say that you pussy because you snuck me, da-da-da. And then so Rock, meanwhile, is putting on her hoodie like... Rock is putting on her hoodie like, baby, say less. She come around the corner. Natalie did try to stop Rock. She was like, come on, Rock. Like, come on, like, chill. Like, you know, that's what a good moderator friend would do. But Rock come around that corner and Sway post up. You know what I'm saying? And Rock still rocked her shit. Like, just boom. I mean, like, Rock winded up. Like, she wound up her fist and swung around. Like, that bitch was playing no games. Like, she was playing no games. She was like, all right, so did I sneak you that time? Like, what's up? Like, you still lost, right? After that, of course, Sway popping shit, because it's like, bro, like, all of that don't even matter. Like, I fucked your nigga. Like, Sway is still like, that's why I was sitting on your dude face 2 weeks ago. First off, weird flex, because Blueface can have anybody. Blueface can literally have anybody. Like, that's a weird flex. If it's, I feel like Sway kind of said it like just to annoy Chris. I mean, what? Yeah, Chris Orange. That's what she go back to. I feel like she said that just to annoy her. But at the same time, I wouldn't want that out there. Like, weird flex. Okay? Blueface and Sway? Sway, not even his type. He's 10 years younger than you. And he an ain't shit nigga either. So how you gonna try to clown her for being with an ain't shit nigga and you fucking around with an ain't shit nigga? Like, girl, that scene is not better than the next scene. I hate when people try to do that. So I really hope she was playing, but at the same time, I wouldn't even want that out there in the atmosphere, because Blue has admittedly said that he done had sexual intercourse with over like 2,000 females. Like, I would not want that body added to mine. Alright, so basically, that fight is over with. Sway decides she was going to try to rock her Jada Pinkett Smith hair at the end to set it off, but it was not. And no tea, no shade, like rock your natural hair. But you had to really style that, sis. That wasn't pulling off how you thought it was pulling off. So after the fight, Natalie goes and talks to everybody, tries to calm everybody down. She was like, hey, we got to chill out for the rest of the night because Sarah is about to come by and try to have a conversation with me. And everybody like, Sarah coming by. Obviously, everybody is team Natalie in the house because everybody just kissing Natalie ass about the situation. But, Rock is like, well, can I watch? At first off, all of them was trying to watch. Like, y'all go sit down somewhere. Like, this ain't high school. Just go sit down somewhere. We'll tell you when it's over with, okay? So Sarah comes in and she has her bodyguard. I think this is a different bodyguard than we're used to seeing, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, correct me in the comments, But they had to get checked for guns. And baby, when I tell you Sarah had it on her and her bodyguard had it on her, like, they do not play, okay? So after they go through security clearance, Sarah comes in, she sits down, hello, Miss Nunn. And Natalie is like, this is what happened, because she got to set the scene, right? You done wrote 1,000, had a funeral for me, had some internet ebooks about me and shit like that. What else do you really got to say to me? Because Natalie is like really over the situation. And to be honest, she has all right to be, because all this shit you've been popping on the internet, like, I don't have nothing to say to you. And you done said all you needed to say. So obviously we just here to fight because there's nothing else left to say. Sarah started getting crunk. She started standing up. Like, as soon as Natalie said, bitch, you are not a part of the culture, Sarah started standing up and clapping her hands and stuff. And, like, you don't stand up and start clapping at me because that's getting really hostile. Natalie was low-key chill-ish before Sarah started that standing up. So now it's like, okay, so what you want to do? Like, what you want to do? What you want to do? And she threw the drink in Sarah's face, though. So, like, earlier you was talking about Krishan got to hit Square up in the face. But, yeah, you asked Sarah what she wanted to do, but you throwing drinks. Like, you cheating. Ain't no rules in fighting. But I was like, how you gonna start preaching that shit and then do semi the opposite? Like, but whatever. She throws the drink in Sarah's face, missed her whole first hit, but she pushes Sarah down. And when I tell y'all Sarah was kicking for her life, sis, Sarah was like, bitch, you ain't about to get me. I'm about to just start kicking these legs. Somebody gonna get hit some type of way. Long story short, after they didn't fought and tried to talk it out, fought again, tried to talk it out, Sarah was genuinely getting emotional because they were friends. And they had been friends even prior to Sarah being on Bad Girls on season 11. So, well, I think they were acquaintances then. But they have known each other for a long time. Like, that's at least over 10 years. And, yeah, I think about over 10 years. So, Sarah was getting emotional and like, bitch, you were being a bad friend. I was letting you know, like, you are not fulfilling your friendship duties. And Sarah started crying, and you could tell Natalie was trying not to cry. Shit, I was trying not to cry. But Natalie was still, like, just like, nah. Like, nah. So, I don't know. They fought. It got hostile again. They fought again. And the last thing I want to mention about this situation is Sarah also mentioned Natalie taking flights to Dubai and sucking Nigerian dudes' dicks. And at first, like, we all know that those rumors have been circulating around if you follow any type of Bad Girl news. But I didn't believe any of it. Y'all, I'm a Natalie fan. Like, she was my favorite from season 4. Like, she has so many quotables like, you good, okay? And a couple damn lips, okay? Like, I love me some Natalie. But the moment that Sarah was like, you be all up in Dubai, sucking Nigerian dudes' peens off. And I was like, well, that was her friend for 10 years. So if Sarah's saying it, that shit true. Like, they're probably doing it together. So poor Jacob. But I mean, everybody's relationships are different. I'm pretty sure he's aware of it. So if that's the agreement they got, child, who am I to judge? It's going to end up like that movie on Hulu called Deep Water. Review dropping soon. When I tell y'all that's Natalie and Jacob is potentially those people in that movie, okay? Subscribe. Review coming soon on that movie. Deep Water on Hulu. Anyhow, off of my shameless plug, nothing gets accomplished between Natalie and Sarah, so they leave. Well, so Sarah leaves. Now, it's the next day. All right. Literally, that was the first day of going into the Baddies house. So it's the next day, and you know, Zeus got to do their little setup meeting scenes. So Rolly, Slim, and Rock are all outside talking about the fight or what have you. And I'm gonna keep this short because they really want to talk about shit. But Slim and Rolly are basically kissing Rock's ass, like, "Oh, you beat her ass, da da da. You from B-more, you can't mess with these young hoes," and shit like that. Like, they were literally kissing Rock's ass. And I just thought it was funny because I know that later on in the season, what's her name? Rock and Slim are gonna fight. So it's just funny to see how they are now and knowing that dynamic is gonna change later. And I personally can't wait for it to change because it's forced to me. Like, stop kissing this little young hoe ass. Like, y'all want to be friends so bad. Like, no. Let's talk about the meeting with Natalie, Bree, and Jaylamina. So they are still pressing Bree about not confronting Ann and pressing her about being an escort. Like, y'all heard my review last time. I hope you did. If not, I don't feel like Ann pressed Bree at all. She asked a question, she got an answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like if Bree didn't want to reciprocate any type of energy, like, obviously, if Bree not offended by the question, then why the fuck is y'all offended? If Bree want to fight the girl, then let Bree fight the girl. If she don't, then shut the fuck up. Because that's not bad bitch energy. Bad bitch energy is doing what the fuck I want to do, when the fuck I want to do it, who the fuck I want to do it to. That's bad bitch energy. That's what Bree was giving me until she let Jaylamina and Natalie gas her ass up to fight to fight Ann. So, in that scene, though, we did find out that Bree kind of like, her response toward Ann with that question was more so like a PTSD response because Bree has been through a lot. She said she done been, don't quote me, stabbed, sex trafficked, prostituted. Like, Bree has been through some stuff. And when Ann asked that question, she was just kind of taken aback. And I'm pretty sure she had like some flashback memories going through her mind. And that's probably why she didn't really give like a rowdy, rough, powder puff girl answer. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like, okay, yeah, I was, okay, and I have before, okay, so I just really don't agree, and I love Jayla. I just don't agree with them pressing Bree to fight Ann. But Natalie was like, what size shoe are you? 8? Bitch, these are 8. Here we go. So now we know that next episode, Bree is going to confront Ann. But in the meantime, let's get to Sway and Ann. First off, Sway and Ann yesterday were all up on each other. So Sway's laying and chilling on the couch. And here comes Ann sitting on the couch. Hey, boo. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said yesterday, they were all up on each other. Today, Ann is sitting down being really, really petty. Talking about, oh, how are you? You got your ass beat yesterday. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, she didn't sneak you, though. Yeah, like, you got 2 rounds, though. She punched you out your wig, though. And Sway is, like, really trying to keep it cool. Like, nah, she snugged me. Nah, she snatched my wig. Like, okay. Like, I'm not denying any of these things, but get your facts straight. Meanwhile, Ann is really just instigating. And, like, that shit is mad whack, first off. But let's continue, because she not done yet. So she was all like, well, I just want to let y'all know, none of y'all hoes won't smoke. I heard you and Bree, you and your roommate, y'all talking about you preparing Bree to fight me and stuff like that. Like, Sway was just as confused as I was. Because the whole time it's like, Ann, pick a story. What do you want to do? Like, why are you talking to me right now? And Sway was thinking the same thing. Like, bitch, what is this energy? And Sway was really just like on some chill shit. Like, yo, all this energy you giving me, I'm not giving you that. So, like, 1, pipe down. You know what I'm saying? Like, calm down. And 2, where is this even coming from? So, Ann decides to say, well, I'm bored. This is the Baddies house, and I came to fight. And, bitch, you're lame. Bitch, you lame. It's giving I was either too young to audition or I never made the cut for Bad Girls Club. That's what it's giving. And it needs to stop. Because, bitch, that's not what bad bitches do. That's not how we act. But see, when you a real bad bitch, you know how to act. And that's not it. You don't just go looking for drama. You don't. Because you're trying. you're very much so pressed. And you're trying to make a scene where there is no scene. You trying too hard. And it's lame. It's lame as fuck. And I'm really upset because I went to Ann's social media like over the weekend. And I literally, like, no cap, y'all. First off, I'm a Scorpio, so I does my investigating, okay? I went all the way down to the start of her Instagram page and watched some of her videos and some of her posts. And Ann seemed like a fun girl. Like, she seemed like, y'all know how everybody got that friend that's a hoe, but she a fun hoe. And I was getting fun hoe vibes from her Instagram. But the bitch that she's presenting on TV is not a likable bitch. Like, you should have just been yourself, because everybody love a fun hoe, but don't nobody like a bitch that try too hard. And you trying too hard. And we're going to see that in the next couple of episodes, because Bree is going to fight. Well, first off, Ann and Sway fight. It looks like, I really couldn't tell because they were kind of behind a sofa, you know, so I really don't know, but I hope Sway got her ass. And then Bree is going to fight Ann. Now with that one, I feel like Bree kind of like ran into a punch, so I don't know, like her footing looked like she lost her footing. But I like, Bree, please, I hope you get that bitch. And then Rolly and like head up each other, and then Rolly was getting her ass. So I don't even really care for Rolly like that. But Rolly, please beat this bitch ass. She want to fight so bad, you about to get this work then. How about that? Well, one thing I do want to say about Zeus with the editing of this episode, it was a little bit drawn out, you know, in true Zeus fashion, but they did give us multiple scenes, so they are getting better with the editing. With all that being said, what do y'all think about Ann? Leave that down in the comments. I really want to know. I know I'm not by myself in thinking this. I know I'm not. Okay. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.